Looks like a Chinese Jiangwei-class cruiser with a North Korean destroyer escort.
Events in the Yellow Sea took a turn for the worse today when North Korean and Chinese forces blockaded and boarded a Japanese cargo ship. The North Korean government released no official statement, and their ambassador remained out of contact. While at the UN, Chinese Ambassador Long Dan urged the U.S. and her longtime Japanese allies to remain calm, calling the blockades a legitimate response to what the rest of Asia views as a possible remilitarization of Japan.
This blockade is an act of war. The NSC is working on a formal response, and they've ordered the USS Walsh to close at flank speed. The Walsh is the most advanced spy ship in history. My best man will be on board. What do you know? Chinese and North Korean ships working together again.
It's what we expected.
That's a 056 prototype, Chinese.
Exactly.
How are your sea legs?
I haven't lost them.
Good. Because the 056 prototype isn't the only new fish in the pond.
Admiral Toshiro Otomo, head of Japan's newly formed Information Self-Defense Force, had this to say.
This is another distressing attempt by China and North Korea to further depress our faltering economy. The ISDF and Japan appeal to our allies for the military support promised us under the post-war constitution of 1946.
The fact remains that in the eyes of many in Asia, the ISDF itself is a violation of the post-war constitution, prohibiting Japan from maintaining a military force capable of striking beyond its borders. In Asia, the memories of Imperial Japan are still fresh.
I'm afraid I have no recollection of that, Senator.
That's right. It has been a while.
Nice condom you got here.
Well, thanks. I got a space set up for you in the forecastle. You can make yourself to home and, heck, no one will even know you're here.
Fisher, an American engineer named Bruce Morgenholt, has been kidnapped by a Peruvian separatist group called the People's Voice. Their suspected leader, Hugo Lacerda, is a hardcore revolutionary preaching information warfare as the only realistic means to achieve revolution in modern society. We need you to get in there and recover or destroy any information Morgenholt may have been forced to divulge, and if possible, rescue him. As for Lacerda, he's just been bumped onto our target of opportunity list. So if you have a shot, take it.
Hostage rescue isn't normally our bag, but Morgenholt was part of Project Watson, the UN committee that studied Philip Mass's handiwork after Georgia. Some people are worried that this kidnapping is just a cover-up, and that Morgenholt is being interrogated for classified information about the Mass kernels. Fact is that some of the tricks Mass came up with could be used to do a lot of damage. We need to contain that information at all costs.
The target area is a lighthouse attached to an abandoned Spanish colonial-era fortification and some nearby structures. We don't have an exact location on Morgenholt.
All right, Fisher. The helicopter will drop you a few kilometers offshore in the Zodiac. You'll have one of my Zodiacs and logistical support in and out of the target area. Extraction will be by helicopter from the top of the lighthouse.
Displace International holds the contract with Wright Pritchard Technologies to protect their VIPs in potentially hostile situations. We did a thorough threat evaluation for their
Hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert. When I think guerrilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment. Keep us posted.
Hey, Esteban, look here. What is it? There's some kind of cave back there. Look, there's some kind of old bridge there. You know, I heard that smugglers used to use these old caves. Smugglers? See, they probably had all sorts of secret passages and tunnels down here. Come on. Whoa, careful! It's safe, don't worry. I'll kick your ass! Give me a hand over here!
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah? They got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
Try and find out where they got it. See if those crates have SSCC barcodes on them and scan them with your EEV. The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
What happened to the light?
Done.
Don't you think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Donkey, Madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour.
He could be faking it.
No! Jesus!
See, I bet he's faking it.
Faking it! His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is...
Enough! Saul, give him more. It's already at the maximum. What? Should I...
Take cover!
taking shots! Take that bastard down! Make him pay! Surrender! You don't have a chance!
It doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim, we'll call you back.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay,
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
so I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
From the looks of it, these guerrillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good.
Man, it's really raining. See? Well, you best get going then.
What? It's your turn to patrol.
Turn has nothing to do with it. It's about seniority.
Seniority? What? What is this? A union or something?
Not yet.
Next.
boat get away okay?
See, they've been gone for a while.
How many men went with them?
A third of went. And he took 4 others.
You be able to keep your guard up with 4 less men?
No one will get by me, sir.
I think that confirms it, Fisher.
Yeah, seems like Lacerda's long gone.
We'll see if we can track him through Echelon. Don't worry about him for now. We'll keep you posted. That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Your eyes peeled for the last one.
I know you're out there! Come on!
Why did you torture Morgan Holt?
Lacerda! He wants algorithms! Some kind of computer algorithm!
What does a second-rate communist revolutionary want with a computer algorithm?
I don't know! I don't even think Lacerda knows! I think someone might have hired us!
What makes you think that?
I don't know. Lacerda! He's been making lots of deals! Something's going on! I don't know what!
You don't know who's been talking to.
No!
You're not much good to me anymore.
In order to search the rules of local government.
Have mercy, please! I told you everything! Please, don't kill me! I told you everything!
That server is the one that the tech transferred the interrogation record to. You'll need to access it. Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morganhold might have given them.
Don't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
You look troubled.
Thunderstorms make me nervous.
Why?
I was a boy in Granada when the Americans invaded in '83. My father was in the army. When he realized we could not win, he led us into the mountains with some of his men, with all of our families. The Americans caught up with us one night in the middle of a thunderstorm. A thunderstorm like this one.
What happened?
They struck in the dark. We never heard them, never saw them. They timed their fire with the thunder. The bodies dropped in the darkness. With each flash of lightning, there would be more corpses.
Your family survived?
They left the women and children. No, the Americans are not butchers. But since that night, I've always been afraid of the thunder.
Well, you're scaring me too.
I know. As I said, they are not butchers. Their weapon is fear, and fear does not spread among the dead.
Where the hell did that come from?
In other news, international rescue workers responding to Thursday's earthquake in northern Iran were fired upon following rumors that European agents were located.
Did I hear something out there?
Rooms of local government buildings destroyed in quakes.
Not again. Thank God, there is nothing. The sooner we find that man, the happier I'll be.
I knew you would come!
What?
My whole life, I have been waiting for you to come in the thunder and the darkness and finish what you began.
What are you talking about?
You are one of them, one of the Americans who killed my family, and now you've come back for me.
I don't think so.
Do your worst. I have always known it would end this way. I am prepared to die.
You're freaking me out.
Kill me! I long to see my family again. I'm coming, Father.
Good work, Fisher. We can analyze the intelligence you gathered from those crates. It'll make a lot of people's jobs a whole lot safer.
How come no one ever does things to make my job safer?
If you want me to hire some more analysts to interpret information for you, I can do that.
Second time. Range is not considered.
Hey, Keep it together. Keep it together. Hold on, hold on, hold on. You are a dead man, hear me? What do I do if I find him?
Evening Star to Maria Narcisa, come in. Evening Star to Maria Narcisa, come in. Evening Star to Maria Narcisa, come in. Evening Star to Maria Narcisa, come in.
Maria Narcisa here. Go ahead, Evening Star.
Cargo received, Maria Narcisa. It all checks out.
Roger that. Our crews aboard and we have clear turn beacon.
Affirmative, Maria.
Roger that. Maria Narcisa out.
Maria Narcissa.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcissa is a boat.
So was the last girl you saw me with.
Fisher.
Sorry.
The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., a Portuguese shipping company. Registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Be sure your primary objectives are complete. Extract you whenever you're ready. You'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse. Make sure the light is out first.
Will do. Who were you talking to?
What? Who are you?
I'm the guy who's going to break your knees if you don't tell me who you were talking to.
Oh God! It was La Cerda! Hugo La Cerda!
Where is he?
It's aboard the ship! The Maria Narcisa!
Why?
Weapons! He's delivering the new weapons to the other cells!
If I find out you're lying, I will come back for you.
Oh God! Please! I swear! La Cerda isn't here!
My God!
Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in. Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in.
Maria Narcisa here. Go ahead, Evening Star.
Cargo received, Maria Narcisa. It all...
Maria Narcisa.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcisa is a boat.
So was the last girl you set me up with.
Fisher.
Sorry.
The Maria Narcisa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., a Portuguese shipping company, registered in the Philippines. The Maria Narcisa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., a Portuguese shipping company, registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. Extract you whenever you're ready. We need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse. Make sure the light is out first.
Who were you talking to?
What? Who are you?
I'm the guy who's going to break your knees if you don't tell me who you were talking to.
Oh God! It was La Cerda! Hugo La Cerda!
Where is he?
It's aboard the ship! The Maria Narcisa!
Why?
weapons! He's delivering the new weapons to the other cells!
If I find out you're lying, I will come back for you.
Oh, God!
The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., Portuguese shipping company. Registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. Extract you whenever you're ready. We'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup from the top of the lighthouse. Make sure the light is out.
The body of kidnapped American computer engineer Bruce Morgenholt was discovered in a village in Peru this morning. Implicated in the kidnapping and failed ransom attempt is Hugo Lacerda, alleged leader of the People's Voice, a newly formed guerrilla organization. Here we see the USS Clarence E. Walsh en route to the Yellow Sea for her first assignment amid rising tensions in the region. Dubbed the flagship of a 21st century fleet by Defense Secretary Mason, who reaffirmed America's commitment to our Japanese allies.
It is our hope that the presence of the Walsh, now the world's premier electronic and information warfare platform, will help diffuse the tensions in the region.
Information you recovered in Peru makes it look like Hugo Lacerda was contracted by a third party to kidnap and interrogate Morgenholt. His payment was in weapons. He appears to be using those arms to equip his own men and pay off debts to other guerrilla groups. Maybe Lacerda is a nickel anti-loser, but maybe he's learned some things from Morgenholt that we don't want anyone to know. The Maria Narcissa is out to sea, so there's no escape. Board her, search her, find out who Lacerda's been dealing with, and then make sure he doesn't have an opportunity to spread what he knows. Fifth, freedom.
What Morgenholt knew about the mass kernels, recursive computation, and weaponized algorithms is akin to what Oppenheimer knew about atoms or what Turing knew about digital computers. Project Watson, the United Nations investigation into the mass kernels, will be remembered for centuries alongside the Manhattan Project as fundamental research that changed the nature of warfare forever. Imagine if Che Guevara had kidnapped and interrogated Oppenheimer in 1959, and you have a pretty accurate parallel of the situation we're in right now.
We're going to send the helicopter out about 40 clicks ahead of the Maria Narcissa and leave you in the water on her course. You'll board covertly onto the bow. Search the ship and the holds. Find out what you can about the arms shipments and who Lacerda is dealing with. Satellite imaging shows the Maria Narcissa racks a small launch on the stern. That will be your primary extraction. If things go badly, we might be able to arrange to pluck you out of the sea.
We'll keep the Walsh inside a helicopter range of the target vessel at all times. If something goes wrong, we should be able to assist in extraction. If you play it safe, we'll recover you when the ship's launched from open water once you're out of visual range of the ship.
Fisher, we just pulled up Celestinia's last dry dock report for the Maria Narcissa. They have a newly installed central alarm system.
Don't tell me. 3 alarms and the mission is over?
Of course not. This is no video game, Fisher. But you don't want the whole place alerted to your presence. Keep it under control.
Nice night. Shh. It's the roster. How many men aboard?
Total? There is 36 of us, I think. But that's including Lacerda and a couple of mean-looking mercenaries he brought with him.
Where's Lacerda now?
He was just here 20 minutes ago, complaining about his quarters. He said he wanted another room.
Yeah, you're right. They look dangerous.
You won't find Lacerda where there is work to be done.
Little hell! Jesus! Just put the weapons down and come out!
Lacerda is probably drunk by now.
Move it!
What's the roster? How many men aboard?
Total? There is 36 of us, I think. But that's including Lacerda and a couple of mean-looking mercenaries he brought with him.
Where's Lacerda now?
He was just here 20 minutes ago, complaining about his quarters. He said he wanted another room.
Right. They look dangerous.
You won't find Lacerda where there is work to be done. You won't find Lacerda where there is work to be done.